What turned you into a villain for the rest of the world? I was the town veterinarian until a corporation destroyed my life for exposing how they were unaliving people's pets. For 15 years, my clinic was just a converted farmhouse with reliable equipment and staff who genuinely cared. We stayed open during blizzards, offered payment plans for struggling families, and I personally delivered medications to elderly pet owners who couldn't drive. Everything changed when MediPet Corporation opened their state-of-the-art animal hospital. Gleaming building, digital everything, staff in matching scrubs with corporate logos. Within 4 months, my client numbers dropped 40%. They offered packages at prices I couldn't match without going bankrupt. I noticed something disturbing. Animals who'd had routine procedures at MediPet were coming to me with complications. Infections, improper suturing, medication errors. One night, a family rushed in with their retriever who'd had dental work at MediPet. The dog was in respiratory distress. They'd left gauze packed in his throat after the procedure. I started keeping records, documented every case, photographed evidence, created a database tracking patterns of negligence. 23 cases in 3 months. I reported my findings to the state veterinary board with all my documentation. 2 weeks later, MediPet's regional director showed up. Expensive suit, practiced smile. "We understand you've been making some concerning allegations." He slid a folder across my desk, a buyout offer. When I declined, his demeanor shifted instantly. "Our parent company has 9 attorneys who specialize in defamation." The next day, my malpractice insurance premium tripled. My DEA license renewal was suddenly under review. My clinic's water was shut off due to a clerical error for 3 days. I discovered MediPet's parent corporation had donated a new wing to the hospital, where the head of the veterinary board worked. My complaint was dismissed for insufficient evidence. Then came Facebook posts. Former clients claiming I'd misdiagnosed their pets. Negative reviews from people I'd never treated. The local paper. Traditional vet struggles to adapt to modern standards. I kept fighting. Started a blog documenting MediPet's cases. Created a support group for affected pet owners. We were building momentum. Then came the devastation. The Millers brought in their 7-year-old daughter's therapy cat, seizuring, near death. MediPet had given it medication for a dog 10 times its size. I worked through the night but couldn't save it. The daughter, who had selective mutism, had spoken only to that cat for 3 years. I was heartbroken, furious. I called a local reporter who'd seemed sympathetic. The next morning's headline: disgruntled veterinarian blames competitor for fatal mistake. They claimed I'd administered the wrong medication. They had expert testimony from 3 MediPet veterinarians. The Millers filed a complaint. The state opened an investigation. My clients canceled appointments. Someone spray-painted "animal killer" on my clinic door. The final blow: Child Protective Services visited the Millers, suggesting their daughter needed intervention since I'd manipulated her trauma for my vendetta. The Millers publicly denounced me, begging people to stop using my services. My staff quit after receiving threats. I sold my equipment at a fraction of its value to cover legal fees. My house went into foreclosure. 15 years of service erased in 8 months. I practice now in a rural area 3 states away. Small clinic, just me and a part-time assistant. Some former clients still mail me Christmas cards. The Miller's daughter was institutionalized last year. MediPet's regional director was promoted to VP. Sometimes I see their commercials. Compassionate care for your furry family members. I have all the evidence in storage. 23 cases, proof of everything. But who would believe the villain?